to the shame from the homer. From the homer? Hurt Bucky a goner. Hurt, get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Up it up. Stunt.
I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. She's like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. It's like a hurricane. When she comes around, she comes around, she comes around.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions' field-stretching tight end, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Lions and the Bears on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have one interception.
Yeah, one pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The numbers for Brooks a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He'll find McMillan here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Brooks. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Williams. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. Again, will run on the play. First down and 10.
Here's Williams. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. To the air, Williams. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. To the right side and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether your quarterback wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
4th down, here's Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw is Jackson. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions have taken the lead.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 55 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
To throw, it's Williams.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
To throw, Williams.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Yo. Hey, Ozzie. Shut up. Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Jackson from the shotgun. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
That's quickly out to Harrison.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. There he goes again.
Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, hey. Sit up.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Middle. It's not.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This is caught. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. First half.
And the Lions will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Israel Abanikanda, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers continue to move up that playoff ladder as they run their record to 9-3 through 12 games. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He was nothing short of amazing, throwing 4 touchdown passes to help push his guys out to a sizable halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.